Project's doing, because I'm tweeting out the stream.
Tweet it.
I'm tweeting. Tweeting, retweet it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess.
I suppose as my Twitter
must.
powers, it's a must.
Yep. Oh, I was just about to put it in my Discord server and you beat me to it.
Yeah, I'm on top of this shit because you haven't been around
Except
for
you
the
sent
last...
the wrong link, you guys. Hang on a second.
That link doesn't work, honey.
Frickers.
I got
Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? Bronny,
It was like 30 seconds ago.
Why didn't he tell me? that same question.
I told you right as I figured it out.
How did you not know, Bronny?
How about you stop blaming me for everything, you flaming racist?
Oh yeah, because dumb Bronny is a race. Dumb smelly Bronny, dumb beard Bronny.
There is no such thing as a dumb Bronny.
Yes, there is.
I am the pinnacle of human intellect.
You're the pinnacle of brawny intellect, but that don't mean you're not a dumb brawny.
Alright, hold on, I gotta redo that. Saturday's stream.
I am both the brains and the brawn.
You are only the brawn.
Nope, definitely also the brains.
Uh-huh.
The inner machinations of my mind are so convoluted and advanced that you cannot possibly hope to comprehend them within your own lifetime.
And yet...
Here we are.
And yet I played you like a fiddle to date the girl you're dating.
That's psychological manipulation though. That's a whole other level. That's not fair.
At any point I released 0.0002% of my power, you would be blinded.
I could make a really bad joke, but I'm not going to. Because I'm preserving our friendship. I just want that on record.
Oh god. It would have been brutal, Brian. That's what it means.
I'm like Shaggy, except real.
Sure.
Let's see.
So that means Keyframe wants you, is that what you're saying?
Keyframe, no. You already got two,
What am I
man. You
saying?
can't have mine.
I didn't hear that. What happened?
Keyframe wants you because you're Shaggy.
Alrighty then. I'm missing some sort of inside joke there that I don't know about.
Keyframe likes Shaggy, there ain't much to know.
Alright. I didn't know that.
I like live
How do you not
action.
know that? Pay attention to her Twitter, man.
Am I following?
I look at your Twitter.
You don't look at my Twitter, don't freaking lie.
I see your tweets, I just don't interact with them that much.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
If you see them, you have a minute to just press a like.
I don't interact with your tweets much either, Heather. That doesn't mean I don't see them.
It does mean you're a bad boyfriend, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying this for both of us, Brian. You disappoint me on so many levels. Read the chat, dang it. I can see a whole freaking bunch of lines.
Okay, why don't you do your own job and get to that crocheting?
I am doing my job, thank you. I already started before the stream went because I knew we'd have this kind of conversation.
Do it faster!
No.
That's her line.
Exactly.
Let's see here. Clayton says I'm here. Shady Oak says, hey, yay. And he spelled it wrong.
He did it on
Clayton
purpose.
says he has some news.
Good for him.
Let's see here. Bigorna says hello. Hello, Bigorna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Honeydrop the Unicorn says, hi, did you read the webtoon comic?
I did not. I haven't had time to even, recheck my other webtoons.
Speaking of, sorry for not suggesting it to Anthony at the stream last night.
What happened?
She had a stream with Anthony last night and did suggest the webtoon that, I think it was Honeydrop was
Yeah,
talking about.
Honeydrop was there. She suggested the same webtoon. It was really hard to hear, man.
Let's see here. Shady Oak says the milk that falls over in Brownie's head is chocolate.
Yes, it is.
What?
The milk that falls over in Bronny's head is chocolate.
Hey.
Yeah, you have to get the SpongeBob reference.
I feel like there's context I'm missing here, so I'm just gonna nod and smile.
I prefer white chocolate milk.
That white chocolate isn't exactly chocolate. I've had this conversation. Would you like to say?
Sure.
Let's see here. Megan McGonigal says, Heather, Brawny, and Sweetie, I missed you.
Oh,
Yo, I like that shirt.
Oh, thank you.
I missed you too, Megan. Let me tell you something else, Megan. That just whatever you're using for your icon there in the chat, that's a really cool design. I gotta put that on.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Clayton says the drama is delicious.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, there's Sweetie.
Oh, hi.
Oh, Bronny, look at these socks. Are they too small for me, or are they just ankle socks?
They're ankle socks.
I am not used to ankle socks.
I'm not
I
either.
got 10 seconds for the stream to catch up so I can
It
see
says, "You want a pizza, me?" Oddly enough, that wasn't a gift from Brownie.
I know, I'm like, it's a pun and pizza related. I would have thought.
Nah, my friend Juanita got it for us because she knows us way too well for not interacting with us that much.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, here you go, you guys are gonna like these. And I'm like, oh, thanks. There we go.
Those are a little bit small for you.
But they're
I
also
think
ankle
they
socks.
will-
So, both.
I think they will stretch out a little bit over time.
Yeah, that's fine. They're perfectly fine socks. Just a little.
I think those will be good for just keeping your feet warm around the house.
That's exactly what I'm using for because they're the kind with the rubber stuff on the bottom.
Mhm.
So
So
that's
they're meant to be worn
that is
barefoot or
specifically
without shoes.
That is specifically what they're for.
Yeah.
Yep.
She got me a few of those, and I was just like, oh yeah, I've been wanting a couple more.
Nice.
She read my mind. My friends have been reading my minds with these Christmas presents because all this yarn I've been using for the mermaid and for this elephant were from my friend Isabel, and I had seen like some yarn in a store that was around this shade, and I was just like, man, I really want that yarn, but I shouldn't get it. That's a good thing I didn't because I got it for Christmas.
Clayton says white chocolate milk is not a thing. White chocolate milk is just another version of vanilla. Okay, I think
White
we're all
chocolate
still
and
missing
vanilla
the
are
point.
different.
I think you're all still missing the point that I exist on a higher plane, where white chocolate and milk is a thing.
Why don't you go invent it and then we can all enjoy it, okay?
It could be a thing. It just would be aggravating.
I suppose they
I
could,
like
they
white
could
chocolate.
scam you
I
out
don't
of it.
know
Be
why.
like, hey, white chocolate milk. And you take it home and you're like, this doesn't taste like chocolate.
I'm not saying it's a thing that's sold. I'm saying it's a thing that could be made. Because all you really have to do is make white chocolate syrup and then put it in regular milk.
All right, we got the patent, sweetie. We're gonna be millionaires.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody's gonna buy that crap.
What? White chocolate sells just as well as the
No,
other
it
types.
doesn't. If it sold just as well, there'd be far more candy bars coated in it. The only candy bars that are coated in it are the ones that are special renditions of the ones that are usually sold in milk or dark chocolate.
Yeah, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups does it.
Yeah, Reese's does it, but guess what? Their most sold items are covered in milk chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I like white chocolate.
I'll eat it if there's no. Well, I like it more than dark.
Niche audience here.
Well, who doesn't? Dark.
Some people like dark chocolate. I think they're weird, but there you go.
My mom does. She's a freak. She doesn't like chocolate in general, but she'll eat dark chocolate. I know, right? How do I come from that, sweetie? I don't understand.
Oh, did you tell her about the chocolate we had up in New York?
Did I tell you about Andy's chocolate?
I don't think so.
It Reese's hasn't tasted the same since I had that.
Oh, I did hear. I didn't. You didn't tell me, but I think I eavesdropped enough on you talking to Bronny about it or something.
Yeah, because this freaking chocolate, I couldn't decide on what chocolate to get at this place, and they had a peanut butter and chocolate thing. Like, oh, cool, like Reese's, and we had it, and it was so much better than Reese's.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, like the chocolate. I ate Reese's after that, and I'm like, wow, it tastes like the peanut butter tastes too salty in this now. Because,
That I remember once having like a peanut butter, like it was supposed to be like a Reese's shake, and I was like so excited, and I was thoroughly disappointed because it was way too salty.
It was like peanut butter chocolate, but not like a Reese's. It was blended together, and it was just perfect. Like melt in your mouth.
can you, ask your parents to go there and get us some more?
Yeah, I probably could. My mother works out by that mall. She doesn't.
After your workout, go get chocolate, Mom.
Mom, can you just, Heather's really been wanting some, I want some, just do me a solid.
Treat herself, man. She needs that post-workout sugar. It's totally how it works.
Well, July's coming up soon enough, so I'll just be like,
yes.
hey, she wants Andy's chocolate for her birthday.
Aww.
And that's all we'll need.
Oh my.
His sister, he sent a present that his sister had gotten me, along with like the presents he got me and his brothers, and she just got me a whole bunch of like early generation My Little Pony socks.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know. I got so many socks now, though. Have you seen my sock drawer?
And your sock drawer was already overflowing before we got you those socks, so I don't even know what we're gonna do now.
We're just getting. I'm not buying socks for a really long time. Not buying socks.
Shady Oak Ministries says ankle socks are better for running.
No, I don't
No,
agree.
because it'll come off your ankles.
Yeah, it'll like slip into your shoe, and then you get like the blister from your shoes. And no, thank you.
Yeah, that's why I really don't do ankle socks anymore because I hated that kind of thing.
I usually don't. The only times I do is like, yeah, if someone gives them me as a gift, or like I got these 12 days of Christmas socks, and half of them are ankle socks. Stuff like that, but I usually avoid them for that same reason. And aesthetically, I cannot show off my ankle.
Iris P95 says, hi, sweetie Heather and Bronny.
Yeah.
Megan McGonigal says, I'm now into the soap business.
Ooh, I love the soap business.
There's a story there, and I kind of want to know it. Shady Oak Ministries wants to know if chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
No,
I think it does.
it doesn't.
Just like, no, let's just stop this silliness now.
But brown
Oh,
eggs
no,
do come from brown
no.
chickens.
Whoa, why?
It's just the simple matter of the fact that chickens lay eggs similar to the color around their ears. So white chickens lay white eggs, brown chickens lay brown eggs. So if anyone ever tries to tell you that brown eggs are healthier than white eggs, tell them they're liars. Because they're not. They're exactly the same thing. They're just from different colored chickens.
Yeah, people will find any like minuscule detail and be like, it means this.
Yeah, oh, it means it's healthier. Oh, it means it's unhealthier. It's like, it doesn't mean crap.
Rusty Shackleford says, so I see you crocheted the mermaids I gifted you.
Oh yes! See, look, I think that's probably Isabel there. I haven't even posted the pictures yet, but I did finish the mermaid. I put this strip a little too low, but
Yeah,
like,
she looks a little scandalous.
she
I
is
don't-
scandalous.
I
She's
don't
sewing
know
her.
who, I don't know who Rusty Shackleford is, but their icon is the Guess I'll Die meme.
If it says she's like, oh, I see you did the mermaid I gifted you, it's got to be my friend Izzy who gave me the yarn.
Yeah, the logic dictates there, Mr. High Mind.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give this as a gift to my niece Jasmine for a late Christmas present, and yeah, I think she'll like it. I mean, who wouldn't? Boop. No, it's the boop. Oh
I'll just have to boop her eyeballs.
Megorna says white chocolate is cocoa butter, while regular chocolate is made from the beans. And that reminds me about that time that you were sitting at the dinner table with my family and went on your little spiel about how ice cream sundaes are technically a salad, and my mother about had another heart attack.
His mom had her face in her hands, like, It was the best. I loved it.
And I could just tell she was in her head, like the, start of the last fight scene from Rocky 2, like, I must break you.
Basically.
His mom restrained herself from hitting me, which was great. She's gonna get comfortable one day, though.
And then actually hit you.
And then be like, "What?" And I'm gonna be like,
It's like after, it's like, you're married to Barney now, that makes you family. Boom!
it's like, eat your vegetables!
She's officially family when my mother makes her do chores around the house, or when my mother says, lean your head down so I can reach it.
And I'm gonna be really a brat about it.
It's not how you win over the
Let's see
in-laws.
here.
I've already won.
Shady Oak is quoting Ron Swanson. There are two things I hate in this world, lying and skim milk, which is the water that's lying about being milk. Hey, I like skim milk.
I like skim milk.
I'm not a big fan.
I found that what milks you can tolerate tends to depend on what milk you grew up with.
Oh,
And you can usually tolerate a milk that's 1 over, but not 2. So I grew up with 1%, so I like skim, and I don't mind 2%, but I can't do whole milk. I just can't. It's soup.
Oh.
It's disgusting.
I've grown up with 2%, so I can stand 1%. I don't think I could do skim. I've done whole milk because I had a lot of kids in the house, and you give little kids whole milk because they need all the fat.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do those three.
Yeah, that's the thing. You basically usually can tolerate one askew from what you grew up with. Is what I have.
My family always had 1%. When I moved out, I started drinking skim because I can't taste the difference.
I can't taste the difference either. Yeah, it's
between 1%, 2% skim, so I might as well go for the lower fat, less calorie option.
that was exactly my reasoning. I'm like, I can't tell the difference.
Milk, on the other hand, that's a different story.
It's nasty.
Whole milk, it's not disgusting to me. It doesn't taste bad, but it fills me up.
I feel that because I don't taste a big difference, but I definitely feel like it's thicker.
It is thicker. That's what I don't like about it. I guess I don't want my milk thick.
How do you feel about orange juice? Pulp or no pulp?
All pulp.
Thank
All the
you.
pulp.
My mom hates pulp, so we always had to be
All
like
pulp.
debating
All
about
pulp.
it. I love pulp.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so that's good. We're all
on the same level on that one. All the pulp.
Good.
Whenever someone gets like no pulp orange juice, I get sad. I'm like, you may as well get it from the concentrate. If you're not going to use real oranges.
Clayton has a question for Sweetie. Sweetie, have you ever had Go-Gurt?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Who hasn't had Go-Gurt?
Sorry, I still
Those things made me mad because they were more expensive than normal yogurt, but tasted the same as normal yogurt and
But it's the
came in smaller
tube.
containers.
It's a tube.
It's all about the tube, man.
You have that yogurt on the go.
Mm-hmm.
It was very not tubular though.
Ah ha 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 ha. But
Buck&5 wants to know our New Year's resolutions.
I haven't really gotten one.
I'm going to try and abide by the 621 rule.
Say that again, Sweetie. I didn't hear it.
I'm going to try and abide by the 621 rule.
I'll put this between us.
Ah.
What's the 621 rule?
6 hours of sleep, 2 meals a day, 1 shower a day.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what they're always spouting out
always
at
at the
conventions, because especially conventions, people have a hard time abiding by that. But yeah, that's a generally how you eat, like bare minimum of keeping yourself healthy. So that's a pretty where for some reason they see self-care as selfish, and
I'm gonna break it. I guess you're the one feeling it.
Don't worry, we'll extend the head, because like the top of the mermaid head kind of was like that for a little bit. I was counting and I totally forgot what number I was on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I need to get a house this year, and I need to stop buying fast food. Last couple of months I've been buying a lot of fast food just for the sake of the convenience, and that has not been good for either my waistline or my freaking budget.
Yeah, I fall into the same trap. I'm like, God, I just would love to just suddenly have some warm food, and you drive by McDonald's, and like, there it is, but then you do that a lot, and not only it goes whoop, your waistline grows and your finances shrink. It's not fun.
All right, so Buck&5 might be onto something here, and I'm sure we've all done this. You take the chocolate bar and you spread peanut butter on it.
Oh, I've never done that. Mostly because I just buy a Reese's. I'm lazy. I just will buy a Reese's.
I hadn't thought to. Did not occur to me. So this is
really. I'm the only one here that's done that.
Probably.
Holy heck, that is surprising.
Revolutionary.
I still don't think I'll ever bother.
I put peanut butter on Oreos a couple times.
I've never done that either. I think the most adventurous I'd go with peanut butter is celery, I suppose.
Yeah, I've done the Oreos and peanut butter thing. I've done the celery.
I think Bronny was trying to sell it to me. He's like, here, Heather, here's what you do. You get peanut butter. I'm like, okay, I'm on board. He's like, you put it on celery. I'm like, wait, no. And he keeps like, then you put raisins on. I'm like, no, I hate two of those things.
No raisins.
Yeah, hands on a log. It's amazing.
I don't like it.
Yeah, don't.
You haven't even tried it.
Of course I've tried it. My mom tried to sell me that crap too and had me eat it. I'm like, no, this is disgusting. I hate it.
Oh,
I hate everything.
That's a different story.
Now I'm upset. But it's on a log got me so angry.
No raisins. Don't taint that goodness with raisins, sir.
I felt warmth. He's giving me
Why
menopause
am I
again.
the only one here that likes raisins?
Because you're the only weirdo?
Because you're an old man.
That too.
My mother had her famous oatmeal craisin cookies
Oh,
out
sorry.
at Christmas, and I ate the heck out of those.
No offense to your mother, but
I did not eat those I did not eat those. I ate the ones with the frosting on it because I knew they were safe. They all enjoyed the cookies I brought.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they loved those. And they were no joke. They were on par with my mother's.
Nice.
Yeah, points.
Yes.
Let's see here.
Buck
and 5 wants to know what came first, the chicken or the egg.
Well, actually, that is a question of whether you believe in creationism or evolution. If you believe in creationism, the chicken came first. If you believe in evolution, the egg came first.
Let's see here. Has anyone seen Dark Materials?
His Dark Materials? I haven't seen the new one. No, I need to though.
Have you seen that show with Daniel Radcliffe in it that's like the Dark Ages?
No, but God, do I want to. Not because, well, Daniel Radcliffe can sell me damn near anything, but you know. So cute.
Yep.
It's my wife.
Let's see here. Oh, and I got people correcting me on the Rocky quote. It was Rocky 4, apparently. Not Rocky 2. I thought it was Rocky 2. I haven't watched Rocky movies in a while.
I haven't watched them at all, but I'm still gonna shame you.
You're missing out.
I know I'm missing out. It's on my to-do list of movies.
You're missing out, sweetie. It's the best movie to ever get remade 13 times.
Yeah. But no, I know I need to watch at least some of them.
Like you watch all the Rocky movies, and you know consciously somewhere in your head that you're just watching the same movie over and over again, but it never feels like it. Let's see here. Creed was especially good. I kind of want to see Creed 2. Let's see here. Honey Drop the Unicorn says, I'm playing Fantasy Life game for the DS.
Cool.
I don't know that game.
Neither do I.
Buck and 5 wants to know if we're lactose intolerant.
No, I'm not.
Moderately, only in the sense that some combinations of dairy and sugar make my stomach not happy.
You know, I have a few friends that are lactose intolerant, and it feels like most people who are lactose intolerant don't care that they are, and will just drink a lot of milk.
Anyway, yeah.
I hate that. I'm like, you're hurting yourself, and it's making me angry.
Well, all people should be lactose intolerant.
I guess they should, but
my sisters are far more lactose intolerant than I am, but they're still not crazy lactose intolerant. We can still. It's not like, oh, I have to get the special milk and never eat ice cream or anything. It's just sort of like, we're aware that every once in a while having too much dairy is going to disagree with us.
Let's see here. According to Buck and 5, we should try goat milk.
I've tried goat milk. It's pretty fatty. Like it was alright, but I was like, it was kind of reminded me of whole milk. Probably because it was whole goat milk.
Because I would read tons of books about just when I was a little girl. Like there was a book about a stray cat named Blossom. It's like, we can't give her regular milk. Let's give her goat milk, and that's good for her. And I'm like, is it?
Yeah. I mean, it's as good as it would be as good, if not better, than cow milk.
Let's see here. Honey Drop wants to know if we've ever had a Basenji dog before.
Basenji?
Does anybody know what?
Yeah, Basenji. Yeah,
about?
I mean, I've never owned one, but they come to the shelter. Yeah.
What is a Basenji? I've never heard of that before.
It's like it's a fluffy dog. No, actually, it's not a fluffy dog. It's like a tan and white with pointy ears, usually curly tail, usually. We get them in shelter all the freaking time. It's kind of a hunting dog, I say as I look at the Wikipedia page. It's kind of hunting dog, says Wikipedia to me.
Oh.
This thing.
By your description, I was having trouble not picturing a Shiba Inu.
It's beautiful.
It's like a Shiba Inu except really short hair, because a Shiba Inu has like medium length hair. So think really short hair, and also a bigger dog in general. Leaner dog, hound dog, a pointer. Like if a Shiba Inu was a hound dog, like was like a pointer.
I would want one. It's so pretty.
It's very pretty.
I can say I've never had one.
No, yeah, I've definitely never owned one. We get them in the shelter a bit, though. Or Basenji mixes, I should say. If we got a purebred Basenji. Honestly, though, if we got a purebred Basenji, we probably wouldn't know it. We'd probably call it a Shiba Inu mix. It's like, a Shiba Inu mixed with a pit bull. It's a Basenji. It's a purebred Basenji, you bastards. Oh, my bad.
Shaded Sight Studio says our stream never pauses.
Ours?
He runs a stream too. Let's see here. Emperor Bowser says, greetings from your emperor.
Yeah.
Like,
sir, the reigning authority here is the princess.
Indeed.
Yay. I rule.
Yes.
We do not recognize the authority of the emperor.
Indeed.
You are a visitor in my kingdom.
Especially some stupid Japanese turtle. Alright, so let's see here. Buckin5 says, sweetie, have you ever had to put a muzzle on a dog before? Which I think is...
Every bloody
that should go
day.
without saying here, buddy.
Every day. Or at least I should say leash muzzles. We don't put like basket muzzles on dogs too often because they're not practical for dogs you don't know. Basket muzzles are great for if it's your dog and they do well with you, but you're taking them to a place where you don't think they'll do well. But when you're dealing with a strange dog, it's not like, come here, honey, let me put this around your face. Please don't bite me while I try. Instead, we do leash muzzles, which is kind of like lassoing them around the mouth. Sometimes we do it more gently if they let us.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have to vaccinate them. And some dogs, and vaccinate and microchip them. And some dogs do not take to this. So yes, I muzzle dogs all the time.
I remember when I took Tiffany to the vet one time, because Tiffany, she's a very bitey dog, so they had to put a little muzzle on her at one point so they could get her temperature and everything.
If ever we have a dog that needs a muzzle, we'll have the owner do it. Like if the owner's surrendering a dog and they know, they're like, look, my dog is aggressive, then we will basically hand them a muzzle and say, would you please put this on your dog? Because it's really dangerous for us to do it.
Buckin5 says we should put peanut butter on a Twinkie.
There are peanut butter. Oh wait, peanut butter Twinkie. There probably is peanut butter. Actually, there is peanut butter Twinkie.
I haven't had a Twinkie in
I
forever.
haven't had a Twinkie in forever either. But they exist. If there's a pumpkin spice Twinkies, then I'm sure there are peanut butter ones.
Clayton wants to know if we would go to an anime convention in Baltimore.
In Baltimore, no.
Not all the way up there.
I've been to many anime conventions.
Let's just stay
but not
as far
Baltimore.
away from Baltimore as possible.
I just don't have the people to lure me there. I went to BronyCon because there were people that I knew and loved that I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't go that far from an anime convention, no.
Bigorna says put peanut butter in peanuts.
I mean, you're not wrong.
We're dealing with some Inception level nonsense here. Clayton says okay boomer to me. I have no idea what he's referring to.
Well, you're a boomer, so there you go.
Shaded Sight Studios is saying, reminding me of the fact that he's got a video of me riding a coin-operated bulldozer at a Toys R Us back in, God.
I remember that.
That was the Equestria Girls premiere. That was 2013.
Hey, that's when I
God,
graduated
wasn't it
high
that long
school.
ago?
Mm.
Also gross. Stop making me feel old. That's when I graduated college. And that was because I spent too many years in college.
Mm-hmm. And then Shaded Sight Studios and Mystery Brony Theater, like those are the same people. And right now I've just got this image in my head of Evan on two different computers typing up into this stream, asking questions or commenting. He says, Brawny liking the movie. Wow, the world is going to end in 2020 after all.
Yeah,
Shut up.
maybe it will,
There's a lot
maybe
of
it
movies
won't.
I like. Shady Oak Ministry says, but molecular macroevolution theory proposes a function method of reproduction for a species to maintain itself. It would still be a chicken first, since the egg is literally their ovarian cycle.
Yes,
That makes
but
sense.
you have to take into consideration that if you think about evolution, that the egg would have come first in the sense that the egg of a fish would have come first. The egg of a chicken You'd be correct. The chicken itself would have to come first before it was officially the egg of the chicken. However, it says chicken or the egg doesn't necessarily specify that it would be, an avian egg. It would, if you think about evolution in the sense that like fish came first before anything began to walk or fly, then you have to take into consideration that the fish eggs would have come first before any sort of birds at all. Like dinosaur eggs would have come before chicken eggs. Is what I'm basically
biology goes over my head.
Says Mr. Well.
And it doesn't matter anyway because I'm a creationist. Buck5 wants to know if Heather has seen the Powerpuff Girls movie.
Of course I have. I love that movie. I used to be a hardcore Powerpuff girl. I loved that stuff so much as a kid. I loved Blossom. I wanted to be leader of the Powerpuff Girls. I was Blossom for Halloween one year.
I like Bubbles. She was my favorite.
She was nice. She was also nice. Close second.
Probably part of that had to do with the fact that she was blonde and blue-eyed, so I physically identified with her.
Clayton wants to know, sweetie, what happens if you feed a samoid piece of lettuce? A samoid, a piece of lettuce. I might be pronouncing this name wrong. I'm assuming it's a type of dog. Does anybody have any idea what he might be talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about because you're probably pronouncing it wrong. How do you spell it?
He spelled it Samoyed.
Oh, it's that fluffy dog
The
from
Fluffy.
the memes.
Oh, that's the one from
okay.
the Twitter. They have the account, the panda dog.
Yes.
Dogs in general don't get a whole lot of vegetables, do they? But it doesn't really hurt them.
It doesn't hurt them. Well, it depends on the vegetable, but most vegetables don't hurt them. They actually do get some vegetables more than cats. Cats are far more hardcore carnivores than dogs. Dogs are a little more omnivorous than cats are. They're still primarily carnivorous, but they do get some vegetable matter in their diet, yes.
Mm-mm. Heather, have you ever dissected an animal in biology class?
Yeah, I dissected a frog.
Like you do.
Yeah, it was such a weird class. It was with all the AP kids, and there was something wrong with a lot of them because they thought it was fun. Like, very few of them were squeamish.
Yeah.
They were just stabbing things into things.
Yeah,
One
it's
chick
fun.
cut off a frog head and kept it in her pocket all day.
It's fun.
Mm.
You should see the twisty stuff we got up to in animal science at college.
Alright, so I got some comments here that I think are really funny, but first I need to step out for like a minute. I will be back.
How dare you, Bronny?
He's abandoning us.
Alright, let me see if I can see these comments.
They're too tiny.
It's
I don't like tininess.
why did my friend tell me to send a message here? That question is for Bronny, who's not here, so I'm not going to answer
Are
it.
there mushrooms on my pizza?
I think so, yes.
Oh.
Heather, did you or Sweetie... Oh, yeah, that was the thing he just asked. Okay, till they ruined it with the reboot. I don't know what
Hold
they're
on.
ruining with the reboot, but
My
they ruined something.
Discord has messages in it. Oh, friggin', it was just Brandon, and he's still at work, so he can't join us.
Rude.
Why do you guys work on the nights that I stream? You know I stream, why are you working?
Oh, okay. I realize they're talking about Powerpuff Girls. So, they say till they ruined it with the reboot.
I've watched one or two episodes of the reboot, and I gotta say, it was like, it's that controversy with the guy who has his, like, OC in it that's, like,
That's what
dancing
happens
with
when
Blossom
you
that makes it kind of weird.
drink too much water before a stream trying to lubricate your dead voice. So,
Why do you have to use the word lubricate?
Because he knows it's gonna get him in trouble.
no, because it's an accurate term. Why is your mind always in the freaking gutter?
You know what I'm
Because
saying.
you know that lubrication is mostly used in that sense.
Exactly.
Sure, whatever. Just get your mind out of the gutter. Gosh sake here. Okay, so MIB Evan comes in and says, why did my friend tell me to send a message here? So there's Evan, and there's Mystery Brony Theater 4000, there's Shaded Sight Studios, all the same person. So now I've got this image in my head of Evan in his right hand. He has his phone, and he's on the Shaded Sight Studios account. And on his keyboard, he's on his Mystery Brony Theater 4000 account. And with his left foot, he's typing on yet another keyboard, pretending to be himself on his personal account, MIB Evan, and all while his forehead beats against the wall at his poor life decisions.
Why
That
are
is
you
what's
doing
going
this,
on in
Evan?
your chat right now.
I mean, I hate to be
And
like, freaking self-deprecating, but my stream isn't worth it.
And it's going to take an awful lot to convince me of anything else. Clayton has a camera question for me. He says, what is the f-stop for on a camera and how do you adjust it? Okay, so adjusting it is going to be different on every camera. Consult your manual for that one. If it's a Nikon, I can tell you where exactly the button is, because I know Nikon's like the back of my hand. But an f-stop is not necessarily part of the camera, it's inside of the lens. It's the iris of the lens, and the best way I can explain it is it's just like the iris of your eye, except it's mechanical. So when the iris in your eye expands, it lets in more light. That's how you see better in the dark. When it contracts, it's because there's a lot of light, it's trying to shut some of that light out. The f-stop is the same thing. It's the iris of the lens. So if you open it, turning that number down, like your 1.4, your 2.8, 3.5, 5.6, and so on, as the number gets lower, you are opening the iris. You're letting in more light. By the same token, losing depth of field. So the more you close the iris, the less light you're letting in, you've got a bigger range of focus further away from the camera. I hope that explains all of it there. So let's see here. What else do we got? Mystery Brony Theater and MIB Evan are talking to each other in the chat.
Yeah. It's in there. Yeah.
Let's see here. Clayton says, don't bring up the reboot. I'm assuming he's talking about the Powerpuff Girls reboot. Shady Oak Ministries says, lubrication is mostly used referring to car maintenance, you nasty girls.
Yes, but if you
Thank
walk
you,
into
Shady.
a store and ask for the lube, unless you're actually walking into a Pep Boys, they're going to take you to the adult section. I'm just saying.
Let's see here. Countess Marie Rose says, yo.
Hi, Tessie.
Yo!
How's it going, Countess? Nice to have you.
You should have been here last stream when I was like just singing her praises.
But were you also forgetting crap about her?
I was forgetting her. What did I forget?
You forgot her backstory, I think.
I remembered some parts of it.
You knew more than I did, but then you started kicking yourself for not knowing more. And I'm like,
I knew more about her grandmother, who was the changeling, because Countess is 3/4 changeling.
1/4 changeling.
Is she? I thought she was. Hold on. So, well, what is it? Her grandma's changeling and everyone else is pony. What quarter?
then she's 1/4.
1/4 changeling. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, she's like partially changeling, and she can transform, but only into her own Earth Pony form. That's I'm pretty sure that's how it went. But she's in the chat right now, so maybe she'll correct us.
Yay!
There you go.
Clayton says, Brawny, do you realize that Heather and Sweetie are the female versions of Quagmire with their senses of humor? Thank you.
Giggity. My catchphrase is kinky, but yes.
That's basically like a Quagmire gender bender thing.
Basically.
They're telling me, Countess is telling me that I'm echoing, but it's probably me coming through your speakers and going into your Yeti.
Let's see if I have anything on. I only have audio input capture 1 on. I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah. He's not echoing for us.
So that's all that matters. Forget all you.
Welcome to Heather's stream. Forget all of you.
41 minutes. I need to do my stretches.
McGorna says everybody is echoing in a way to bring more Echo Fighters in Smash, because we definitely need more Echo Fighters in Smash.
Because I know what that means.
An Echo Fighter is like the same character, but slightly different. So there's like Samus,
like a
and
palette
Dark
change?
Samus, and there's And there's Link and Dark Link, and there's Kirby, and there's Meta Knight. And there's Ryu and Ken.
I never knew with like the Sans and Smash thing if that was like because I never looked into it at all. I'd see thumbnails and I'd be like,
it's a Mii skin, and you can use your Mii in Smash.
All right, I was like, what is going on with that? Was that just a thing fans made, or did like they officially put that in there?
Clayton wants to know, sweetie, were you referring to Maya the polar bear dog? And I have no idea what
that
you're
one.
referring to.
Basically, yes. The floofy dog. I don't actually. It's one of the. That dog is one of those things I don't actually follow the account of because I don't need to, because some people will constantly like it and retweet it, so I see it on my feed anyway.
Are you like complaining?
Not at all.
Let's see here. Buckin says, sweetie, did you see the present that Silver Quill got Dusty Cat? I have no idea what he's talking about.
Isn't it the one you helped pay for?
Yeah, first of all, that was back in, no, was it Everfree? Some con of some sort. And yes, I helped, okay, so here's how that went down. So Dusty makes a tweet out of him holding those plushies saying, someone buy these and save me from myself. And I retweeted saying, someone buy them for him and I'll pay you back.
Oh my god, I remember that. That was like a year ago.
It was about, well, no, it was half a year ago. But yeah, it was a while ago. And then so Silver messages me on Skype and goes, do you want to get those for him? And I'm like, oh god, I didn't actually expect someone to call my bluff on it. Yeah, hold on, let me check my bank account. Then proceeds about 10 minutes of Silver and I bickering, basically going, I'll pay for it, no, I'll pay for it, no, I'm going to pay for it, until we finally agreed to split it. And then, yes, Dusty hated us immensely, and apparently we'll get payback. But yeah, I was a part of that.
Nice. Let's see here. Shady Oak says, have I seen the anime Bamboo Blade? It's all about kendo and it's very funny. Heather, let's add that to the list.
Sure, Bamboo Blade. That shouldn't be hard to remember. We're currently watching an anime called Skip Beat that I'm...
I love Skip Beat!
Oh my god! Don't spoil anything! Don't spoil anything!
Okay, I will spoil one thing for you though. You have to read the manga, because the anime doesn't finish it.
Obviously, the anime never does.
Yes, but it's the anime ends on a cliffhanger. And you're just like, screw you, so you have to read the manga to find out what happens. And the manga's still going, so even I don't know what happens at the end.
Dude, because I started it and I'm like, whoa, this is so different from other anime. I'm really invested in this character. I want to see her succeed.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
It's not even like a straight up romance thing because she's like not even interested in it at this point. She's just trying to achieve her freaking goals and get vengeance and screw fucking Show.
Screw Show, yeah.
Kill freaking Show.
Let's see here. Buckin 5 with more oblivious questions. Have I ever fired a gun before? Yes.
Duh. Have you not seen our Twitter over the holidays?
I haven't.
If I shot a gun,
Countess says I'm 1/4 changeling. My grandmother was a changeling who married an earth pony, and their kid is also married an earth pony. So yeah, that's how that works. Let me see here. Clayton wants to know what my favorite episode of A Buck to the Face is, and it is Still to Wear and Back Again.
I have all three changelings kicking your butt.
Yeah.
He's just saying that.
Oh geez, that's not supposed to bend that way. That's not supposed to bend that way. Oh, now it does.
Yes, you stole that from Nappa.
Where'd I steal that from?
Nappa. Team 4-star.
Yeah, that's right. That's
you remember the guy with the puppet?
Oh yeah.
And then I stole. Oh God, I stole. And then the next line I stole from Vegeta. They keep kicking me in the groin. Why do they keep kicking me in the groin?
God, I realize most of your jokes are just references.
Well, those two were definitely like stolen. That's the thing about fighting changelings is they're not that tough, but they outnumber you like 100 to 1. They're like ants.
Well, yes, that's the idea. They're insects.
Insects. Let's
No,
get
they're
some
not
eyeballs.
insects. They only have 4 legs. You gotta have 6 legs to be insects.
Yeah, you make a good point. But they're analogous to them anyway.
Indeed. Let's see here.
These guys
Transformer
seem
Brett
so-
wants to know my favorite
You don't have to
Celestia
make
episode.
another.
Derpy-eyed.
You know it's a.
My gosh. Between Day and Night.
What? What between day and night?
Actually, no, I take that back. Royal Problem. Royal
think it's
Problem is my
Dynasty,
favorite
okay.
Celestia episode.
Sorry.
Okay, Buck and 5 asking weirdly specific questions, so I'm going to rephrase this question so it makes sense. If Sweetie was put under a nightmare spell, what would your nightmare be?
Me? I have perpetual nightmares of being chased by snakes.
Yikes.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm exaggerating. I haven't had that in a while. But when I was a kid, that was always the nightmare I had whenever I had the,
Countess says she loves Skip Beat as well. And Shady says the manga is greater than the anime.
The manga is greater than the anime. I think
It's
so.
usually the case. I always assume as such.
Clayton wants to know what Heather's thoughts are on Uraraka.
Ooh, I'd have to know what it
Gosh
is.
darn it, spell it, man.
He put the pronunciation in there for me, so hopefully I actually got it right that time.
Spell it.
Uraraka.
What is it?
Something comes up for.
Oh, that's from My Hero
from My Hero
Academia.
Academia.
You know, from what I've read, because I started reading the manga. I read the first volume of the manga, and from what I can tell of her, I don't like her. I mean, I didn't like her, at least her introductory. She straight up sees the main character, and he's like, oh, you're a plain boy. Oh, can I give points to that plain boy who helped me out? She has to, point at, I hate characters that do that, that just identify you by basically insulting you.
That's not what I'm kind of on her too. I mean, I like her in the sense of I like what they're trying to do with her. I like how the show created her. As far as liking her as a character, I'm kind of about her. But it doesn't have to do with that. Ironically, it has more to do with she reveals something about her backstory, and she's like, I'm sorry if that's selfish, and her friends are like, no, that's not selfish. And I probably would have said the same thing, but part of me is also thinking it's a little selfish.
What was her backstory?
She wants to become, everyone's like, why do you want to become a hero? And it's like, to save the world, to blah, blah, blah. And she's like, because I want to make money.
Yeah, sure.
And it's like, I mean, I think honestly, if I, were close enough to her as a friend, she'd be like, I'm sorry if that's selfish. I'm like, I mean, it is selfish. It doesn't make it
Points
wrong.
for honesty, though.
It is selfish, though. Don't get me wrong.
Let's see here. Transformer Brett wants to know my favorite type of sword. I don't really have a favorite type, but I do have the most experience with katanas. Japanese swords. Buck and 5 wants to know if Cutie Remark, Buck to the Face, took the most work. Cutie Remark took about 40 hours to make. To wear and back again took about 60 hours to make. And that might even be shortchanging it. I spent 14 hours a day on that for 8 days straight, and that's just the editing. That doesn't count the writing and the voice acting. So it was probably closer to 70 hours. Oh no, shoot, no, it was longer than that. I'll tally up the hours in my head and I'll tell you later. But
also,
yeah,
we got little eyes.
That one
on
was definitely the hardest thing I ever did. Rivaled only by the fight scene at the end of.
Just show it to the stream. Eventually, he'll shut up and realize we're here for crocheting.
Yeah.
I don't think I told the stream what exactly I was making today.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that when I got to the bottom of the stream, but to the chat, but I haven't gotten there yet.
Mm-hmm.
What are you making? Might as well just go for it now.
I'm making an elephant. because that was also what was on the label of the yarn, but of course they didn't include instructions, and Red Heart's website sucks. So, making my own from scratch, my own design. And I'm basically using over some of the techniques I already used with the mermaid, but, just changing the physiology a little bit to be a little more fat.
And a little more trunk.
Yes. I'm gonna, crochet the trunk on there. I think that's what I'm going for.
Fair.
Sweetie, Clayton thought that you were afraid of clowns and tax returns.
That's from Nightmare Nights 2014. That line was written by Anthony, and it was hilarious in its random obscurity, so I kept it, but it is not actually true. Although both do weird me out, but they're not the same as being scared of them.
Tax returns weird you out?
Yeah, you get money for nothing. I also don't get tax returns. That's a factor.
Okay.
Or I don't get much. It's like, you got a whole $1. Like, gee, thanks, Uncle Sam. Appreciate it. Hopefully I get more this year, though, because last year the issue was that I had most of the year I had a part-time job and thus didn't have health insurance. So I think a good chunk of my money went to the fact that I didn't have health insurance. Now that I do, I'm hoping to get more money. Hopefully.
I should have a decent tax return this year. I worked the whole year.
I assume tax return will be the same as... I don't know if it'd be the same as last year. Does it increase or decrease depending on how much money you make or something? Because I went through...
Sort of. It's actually more about how much money was taken out of your check.
Yep. So we're at the bottom of the chat now. I don't have anything else to talk about.
Alright, our lives are over. Time to leave.
Okay. Night, guys.
No, we got a whole other hour. 2-hour streams. I'm hungry.
What do you want?
I don't know what I want.
You still have those burritos? Still have that pizza? Pizzas?
So, Heather, how many stories of our Christmas visit have you told? Maybe we should revisit some of those.
Oh yeah, sure. If we want to throw the cheese pizza in there and just throw some of our pepperonis on top of it.
Sure, sounds like a plan.
We're gonna have oven pizza.
Ooh, oven pizza is good.
Really? I don't think it's the highest tier of pizza.
I would say definitely not. So the three cheese ones you want, right?
Yeah, and we have pepperonis in the fridge, so we can just throw those on top of there.
Sounds legit.
I should come over and make you some more pizza.
It has microwave instructions. I don't know who the hell has a microwave big enough for this thing.
Oh my god.
Maybe you're supposed to snap it in half or something.
I guess if you wanted to take if you're a single person living alone, you could take a piece off day by day and warm it up in the microwave.
But why?
You can't. I don't know. Why wouldn't you cook the whole pizza at once? Actually, what the hell?
Hey Heather, Pumpkin 5 is reminding you to stretch.
That's absolutely true. I need to stretch. You know what's weird? I have to stretch like this after I do my new exercise. Because for Christmas, I also treated myself to a new Jillian Michaels workout DVD to mix it up a little. And this one focuses on cardio, but I'm I'm doing a freaking crab stance, on my hands and feet like this. Mm-hmm. And I have to do this afterwards. I'm oh my god, I'm too fat to do that. God.
Cry me a river is all I have to say.
Uh-huh.
Clayton wants to know what I think about the new Netflix show Green Eggs and Ham. I have not seen it.
Yeah, Bronny doesn't have a Netflix account. I do, though.
It looks good, but I have not yet seen it.
I'm not really interested.
Countess wants to know if we would go to a Texas convention.
I might, because I'm saying my nephews are also there, so I might visit them. And Texas isn't very far away, and if anything, it's the thing that's smack dab in the middle of both of us.
Mm-mm.
So we could meet each other halfway.
Yep. And Buckin 5 wants to know if Heather would ever try out yoga.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a heavy interest, but I think Bronny mentioned he wanted to try us taking a yoga class together.
Yep. I would like to, if I could while I was out there, I should look around and see if I can find you a good martial arts school of some kind, but that also comes with the caveat of whether or not you can afford it.
I'll just learn
Shady
martial
Oak,
arts from you.
Shady Oak recommends getting a no weights workout app, and those actually are pretty good most of the time. That's how I always design my workouts, because I just, when I try to help people, I assume that they have nothing, so you got to work with nothing, which you're more than capable of doing if you know what you're doing.
I already follow what you tell me to do, and I have weights. Although I would like some heavier weights, because I've been using these 10 pounds for a little bit, and it should be time to move up.
I don't think you need heavier ones to get the effects that you're looking for. But we can figure that out later.
Upper body strength?
Yep.
I can tell you I can't do a chin-up.
Well, not yet. Takes a little bit more training. You gotta work on those shoulders. You gotta work on those biceps.
Biceps. Do you guys see my muscles? Do you? Yeah.
Buck and 5 wants to know if any of us have seen the Holiday Unwrapped Equestria Girls yet. I haven't.
I haven't. I haven't even thought to look for any old pony content since it ended.
Oh, so we gotta watch that, Heather. Put that on the list as well. I knew it was out. I just haven't had a chance to watch it. Now let's see here. So, what was I going to say here? Oh yeah, so Heather, how was your trip to New York?
It was very nice. I got there very late, and thus didn't get to meet anybody until the morning. But that night I got there, I wrapped up all the presents I had mailed to them ahead of time, and had myself all ready for Christmas. So I went to sleep, and then I wake up to the sound of the fire alarm going off.
Yep, I forgot that my parents have a very sensitive fire alarm, and I was cooking pancakes.
So he texts me, and I think he makes me go down, and I go down, and I think the first person I met was your dad or Bowser. No, I met Bowser the previous night, so Bowser the dog was the first one I met. And he was nice, and he liked me a lot, and I liked him. And
yeah, it's not difficult to please those animals. You also met Rocky the cat.
I don't think I met him like that night because I didn't see him.
Not that night, but when you came down, I said, "Hey, look in the room over there. There's the cat."
And then I picked him up, and he gave me a hug.
Yep, Rocky loves affection.
Stark contrast from my little knife who's hiding under the table.
Yep. So yeah, and then I made pancakes that didn't come out good because my family doesn't buy unsalted butter, so they had too much salt.
You know what I realize now is that it kind of felt like a pretzel, so you should have just gotten some nacho cheese and we would have eaten them like pretzels.
Oh jeez, and that's something else because I have nacho cheese here, but no, not there.
I really want some nachos.
Yep. Transformer Bread says later, guys.
Later, Tater.
Shady Oak says Holiday Unwrapped was meh, no real message, just a series of sketch comedies that were really funny.
Yeah, it's fun. I like that.
I'm still gonna check it out. Let's see here. But yeah, what happened after that? We wrapped the presents.
Went to sleep. I woke up the next morning. And,
ate breakfast.
Then I think I got dressed and I met your brother, and then we went out to go hang out in the snow because I was excited about that. And I made a snow kitty, and you made a snow, I guess it was like a snow pug.
Yeah, I tried to make a cat as well, but I tried to make it like with a body and legs, and it came out looking like a pug.
So he made a snow pug. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He tried to make a snow cat, but it came out like a pug.
Oh, okay. All I know is that Ronnie was making pussy for some reason.
He tried, but he failed. What's the opposite of pussy? Dog.
Yep.
Let's not go.
And then what happened? My younger brother and I we went out and
I shot
And,
a gun.
Yeah, we got the shotgun out, the 12 gauge, and had her shoot around.
You know, I was surprised by how you made me aim, because I've always heard, like, no, don't close your one eye. You have to keep both eyes open, and I'm just like, what?
It's kind of...
In some contexts, you keep both eyes open.
Well, okay, think about it. It depends on which eye you close. And it actually depends on which side is your dominant side.
Oh.
So, like, if you were to, say for instance, close your left eye and point at the television. Now open your left eye.
I'm still kind of pointing at the
Right, okay. So, now put your hand down. Close your right eye, point at the television, open your right eye.
Oh, a little more to the left.
Mm-hmm. So your right side is your dominant side. So without your right eye, you're going to aim terribly. But without your left eye, it's more or less the same and you can focus more.
You know what's weird? As a kid, I remember messing with my eyes like that. It's like, if I open this one, it's like this. If I open that one, it's like that.
Most people have. They just don't realize what lessons they're trying to teach themselves.
Oh, I forgot
Yep.
what stitch I was on.
It wasn't me.
And then,
Actually, it kind of
and
was.
so yeah, we did that. Walked around in the wooded area behind my parents' property a bit, and Buck Wild came over and hung out. I was a little upset about that, but I didn't really. I was as cordial as I could be, and then we got the arrows out.
Oh no, that was a different day. That was Christmas Day we did that, because I remember because I was wearing my Christmas suit that day.
Yeah, that's right, because you were dressed in your Santa outfit. And we got a couple of questions here. Let's see here. Shady says, I still want to meet Knife. She'll probably give him fewer scars than Heather did.
Probably.
Buck5 wants to know what our favorite finales for Friendship is Magic were.
Like our favorite part of it?
Our favorite finales.
Well, like as in season 2, season 3.
Oh, okay.
Season 4 for me.
I might maybe season 2? I don't know. I'm probably forgetting something.
I'm on borderline mix saying season 2 too, maybe season 3.
Clayton wants to know if I saw any DCOM on Disney Channel. I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't
He doesn't watch Disney Channel yet. He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything.
And Buck5 wants to see the Sweetie Bloom plushie.
Okay, give me a second.
She's busy.
Clayton's asking
making
about my
pizza.
younger brother. I do have a younger brother, Clayton. I actually have a much bigger family than what is portrayed on A Buck to the Face. Biologically, I have 3 siblings, and I've got some in-laws, and I have some adopted siblings, and I have some god siblings. So it's a big family. Let's see here. Heather, you shot a 12 gauge. How did that feel?
It gave me a little bit of kickback, but I was mostly just like, wow, ow. But okay.
Yep.
I got
We
to
had
shoot
you
one
fire a
shot.
12 gauge slug. Those things are pretty big.
It was pretty cool.
Yep.
Gotta kill a piece of wood.
And then what happened that night? Oh, that was the night that my friend David came over, and I
Sweetie,
made the
welcome
burgers. And you and him would not stop distracting me and making it difficult for me to cook these burgers.
Hey, I took a nap for a very long time, and then you woke me up to ask me, do you want a single or a double? And I looked at you and be like, Brownie, look at me. What does it look like I want? And you're like, a double. And I'm like, you're damn right I want a double. You can't just ask me, do you or do you not want a double? I'm always going to want a double.
Okay.
Sweetie knows. I bet you could go to McDonald's and know exactly what I want.
Your stream's got to know something here. Is my friend David, he's a really big guy.
He was really big.
And he is infamous around our house for eating. There's been at least a couple of occasions where he's come over and cleaned out our whole refrigerator. Heather ate more than David. So, Heather was the only one to get a double of these giant cheeseburgers.
We called them dinosaur burgers.
Yeah, we're calling them dinosaur burgers apparently, because I hadn't come up with a name for them yet. It's ground beef marinated in A1 barbecue sauce.
Oh, the
and
A1
then,
made it.
you use I diced up and seasoned some and fried some potatoes. You put that on there with a couple of slices of Swiss or cheddar or Monterey Jack, whichever you prefer, and top it off with an egg. And the thing is freaking huge. And she was the only one of us that ate a double, and then she had a salad on top of that.
And fries.
And fries.
And ice cream.
Holy heck.
Was it ice cream?
Yes. And then ice cream later.
And I had a pizza earlier that day, didn't I?
What?
Did I have a pizza earlier that day?
I think we did. Yes, you did. Because I took you to the local pizza chain.
Yeah, I had that pizza. By the way, very good pizza. They did well on the sauce, because I love a buffalo chicken pizza, no onions. But like every other place I get a buffalo chicken pizza, if they don't fuck up the onions and give me onions, I hate onions. They don't put enough sauce. I always have to put just a bit more sauce, but these people put enough sauce. You know, I didn't have to put any more sauce on it, which was great.
Yep. Buck5 wants to know if you threw any snowballs at me.
Yes, quite a few. I love throwing snowballs.
There were a lot of snowballs getting thrown around.
I threw some at the dog, and he would catch them in his mouth because he was having a good time.
Yep. Battleship Agincourt finally showed up. He says, I missed an hour.
You missed an hour, we missed days. Oh, sweetie. Get your head out of that.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Is A Buck to the Face a royal problem based on real life? Yes, that is based on real events. Based on. It's not an exact one-to-one.
It's like a horror movie, like based on true events.
Yeah, there's several characters rolled into one, and there's several years of stuff going on rolled into a couple of minutes. So yeah, I'll go into, and on a separate venue when prompted, I'll go into the full gory details of what happened that day, but don't worry about it for now. Let's see here. So what did we do next? Next was Christmas.
Oh no, Christmas Eve, because I came on, and it was Monday, that was the 23rd, and then Christmas Eve was a whole day in itself. Mm-hmm. I don't remember what happened Christmas Eve much, other than like midnight mass. There was a lot of gift wrapping going on. I helped wrap your presents, and like when his family got the presents the other day, like, wow, son, you got better at wrapping. And Bronny's like, yep, did it all by myself. And I just look on the side like this. Am I a joke to you?
Yep. There was a couple of years I just did a social experiment and didn't even bother wrapping or not wrapping, labeling my presents, because I'm so gosh darn bad at it. Especially for those couple of years there where I was trying to wrap presents with broken hands, and I'm like trying to get a grip and my fingers won't cooperate and my hands are shaking constantly like I got Parkinson's or something, and I'm like, oh, you freaking kidding me. And they would just come out these big clumps, and that my whole family's making fun of me for being bad at wrapping presents. So I didn't even bother labeling them. They're just like, Bronny, who's this one for? Let's see here. Have I ever eaten deer? Yes, I have. My uncle makes a really good venison jerky.
I would love to have that. I've only had deer once at my friend's house. They gave me a venison taco. Very good.
Let's see here. Clayton says he drew his friends as animals and they loved it. Congratulations, Clayton. He also wants to know, sweetie, do you have any advice for keeping a healthy friendship?
Don't be a jerk.
I would say, obviously, communication and honesty.
Yeah.
Obvious ones.
And respecting boundaries. That's a huge thing for me. If you can't respect each other's boundaries, then there's no point going forward in any sort of relationship.
Yep. Bigorna says all this talk about food made me remember that onions are evil and the kidney stones of Satan.
Oh, kitty, you sneezy?
Hey,
Also, behold, kitty.
yep.
Look over here,
there's
kitty.
the demon.
Look over here so the people will see your
Oh my
beautiful
gosh!
face.
So when I got up to New York, I got up there a day ahead of Heather, and I was like, mother, father, I have a real problem here. There's this demon that haunts Heather's apartment, and they took that very seriously because we're a religious family. They're like, oh shoot, what are we gonna do about that? Do we have to call our exorcist friend? And I whipped out a picture of a knife and I just showed it, and they're like, oh yes, that is a very evil cat.
She's my protector, my baby. I love you. I love you so much. Brandon noted yesterday, because I said I love you so much to the cat like that the other day, and he's just like, man, that's a very aggressive love. And
It's
I'm like,
very aggressive. It's like, I love you so much, damn it!
I don't know how other way to express it because it's so powerful. How do you not have that much power and be a little bit aggressive?
That
Battleship
pretty much
badge and
sums up your
cornrows.
relationship with Ronnie in one fell swoop.
Oh yes, because my love is very intense and aggressive. I can't help it.
She was punching me in the face.
When I met his mom, I punched him in the chest.
Yep.
I didn't mean to punch him in the face because he usually can take me, but I was able to hit him square in the face like 2 separate times.
You're losing your edge, Bronny.
That or I'm
Yeah,
dead.
I told her I got it. She's getting better and she's getting stronger. I'm gonna have to start taking her seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Fight. It's my little baby. She wants to
Let's see here. Honey Drop the Unicorn says, want to know why next Saturday's stream will be extremely special.
Why?
Is it your birthday?
It's not my birthday. It's
No,
not
it's
his
That's what
birthday.
people in the chat are guessing.
What's the date gonna be?
The
The
date
11th.
will be
The 11th of January.
the 11th.
I gotta check to see if my sister got her birthday present yet.
Mm.
But I don't know.
Look how beautiful you look on camera. The people love you. You're so
Countess
beautiful.
Rose says, my mom didn't label the gifts this year. She used a color bow system but didn't tell anybody else about it, and a couple of people opened the wrong gifts.
Oh.
How do you open the wrong gift before someone? I don't know.
Like, was your mom
Well,
not there?
what
when you opened
we
presents?
do at my house is my father just hands everybody's out.
Well, okay. In my house, it was always me who handed them out, but I was always instructed. Like, if it didn't have a label, then I'd pick it up and someone would go, "That's for so and so." So okay, and I'd go over to so and so and give them that present.
Yep. Let's see here. Clayton wants to know if I fear being abandoned. Not really. I've been through it too many times to fear it. Doesn't mean it doesn't suck, but whatever. Let me see here. Buck5, is it stupid that I could see Sweetie becoming confused and Heather asks Sweetie for a knife and Sweetie does not know which knife Heather means?
She
The
just
cat
looks like there's a
will be
knife, there's a
alive.
cat. She's like, which?
I think it would
Hey, there's a
depend on if
there's a
there's an
Who's
article.
Line First. There's a Who's on First skit buried in that somewhere.
I think honestly it would just
And-
entirely depend on whether there was an article. If she said, "Can I have a knife?" then I know she meant the cutlery. But if she just said, "Can I have knife?" then I'd hand her the cat. And she's like, "No, I meant a knife." I was like, "Well, you should have been more specific."
Can I make her kiss the kitty?
Sure, she can kiss.
Sweetie, can you hand me a knife? The printer flies across the room and breaks against the wall. I thought you said printer. Why would I say printer?
Boop, boop.
That must be a reference to something.
It's of a vine, a really old
Okay.
vine. No, come on here, so boop, boop, you.
Alright.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop.
I'm surprised she's letting you do that.
She lets me do a lot of stuff. Did you see the kitty gun thing I did earlier? She lets me do that, and it's so
Oh
weird.
yeah.
I just go da 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 da, and she's just like meow, weirdo.
Also, yes, next Saturday is going to be Honey Drop's birthday.
Yeah.
Told you. I called it.
Shady wants to
I'll
know
see
if
if I
Knife
can-
prefers wet or dry food.
You know, I think she likes
Wet.
wet, but like we give her
We
dry.
give her dry, but she whines about it all day long, all day every day.
She's like, can't you get me some meat?
"Give me the good stuff, you bastards."
She'll see me making tuna. She's like, hey, is that for me? And I'm like, no. She's like, well, fuck you.
Well, yeah, like when I gave her the
Swear
the-
jar, Heather.
Yes, you put money in my swear jar so I can go to Taco Bell, please.
Yeah, that's right. Tonight we're fundraising to go to Taco Bell. We need $3.
I need $3 so I can get those dollar double stacked tacos they're having right now.
Okie dokie, you do that.
I'm going to do that. I will do that.
Heather, how's your crocheting coming?
We got the little head, and like I'm gonna finish up the body first, and at the end, then we'll crochet on the trunk.
I don't suppose we have a pizza cutter, do we?
Oh shoot! I feel like we did. No, I didn't. I didn't have one. Did you have?
I got one for my dad, but I never. It wasn't mine. So.
You know what? I think I also remember the only pizza cutter that was around was the one that Bronny got as a gift to Josh and Ari for their wedding.
Yeah.
So that's not ours.
Nope.
All right, knife, go cut the pizza. No, don't lick your belly. To the belly. To the belly. To the
Hey, that head looks like it's done already.
Yeah, it is. Basically. I'm decreasing the
Nice.
stitches right now so it can become a neck area. Then I'm gonna switch colors and make him have a little shirt and make him the rest of his body. Then I'll sew on some legs and the arms and ears.
Nice.
This one's gonna have more pieces than the mermaid one did for sure, but less sewing on of hair, because like the sewing on of hair took a long time.
Like, look at that. It's a lot of hair. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong song. A part of your world.
What were you
Heather,
going to say?
how was your Christmas?
No, you don't want to know. Don't judge
Girl?
me. No. No! I wasn't gonna say the wrong thing. I know freaking Little Mermaid, okay?
I really wish I could see what's going on, but the stream is like 30 seconds behind.
Cookie. Why are you meowing? Am I not petting you right? Let me give you squishes here.
So Heather, how was your Christmas? What'd you think about that?
I thought it was very nice. I got along with everybody. I had plenty of fun, and I had great presents. And I got to give people handmade presents that I made them, and all of them seemed to appreciate them. Even the little girls liked their ponies that I made them, and your nephews liked the.
Alright, you can have as much as you like. I'm gonna have to duck.
Yep. Those hats she made for my nephews, and she put the squeaker in one and the bell in the other.
Uncle.
As soon as my nephew
Oh, no.
realized that he had a squeaker, he was just walking all over the house, squeaking it over and 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 over again, with this big smiles on his face.
The best gift you can give a child is something that's going to annoy the crap out of their parents.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Clayton wants to know if I knew that he had abandonment issues. No, I didn't know that, but if I really thought about it, I probably could have guessed.
I'm going to get
This might
the
not be the
napkin.
right. This might not be the right venue for that now, Clayton.
Yeah, Clayton, that's a little personal. I don't want you to air all your stuff here in case you regret it.
Heather, give me the pizza.
Just make sure the cat doesn't eat it.
I'm gonna exorcise that demon from the house.
But I love her.
The power of Christ compels you.
But I love her.
The power of Christ compels you.
Finally here.
Hey, Brandon, what's going
The
on?
power of Christ compels Brandon too.
Okay. Let me get to the stream. How's the streaming going?
It's going pretty good. We're at the bottom of the chat. We're all caught up. We're just kind of telling stories about Christmas.
Hey, Brandon,
Nice.
how was your
How was
Christmas?
your Christmas, Brandon?
My Christmas was it's pretty alright. It's actually a little bit of a funny story in there. So
Do it. We don't have anything in the chat, so tell us the story.
okay, so my mom and my stepdad, they like to do this all the time, regardless of what day it is. But they always tell us to come over early. So they tell us to come over at like 6:30. So we do.
Mhm.
The thing is, we came over there, and my stepdad was like, "Oh, we have to wait for everyone to come. Dinner's not gonna be until like 8:30." And my brother and I, we were both starving. I was a little miffed about it, but I could wait. My little brother, however, was really pissed about it. So he says, Brandon, we're gonna get dinner. And I'm like, where are we going? There's a ton of places are probably closed right now. And he says, I don't know, let's just try to get pizza. So we drive around, pizzeria's closed. Across the street from it is a Burger King. And I don't think the chat doesn't know my history with Burger King. That's for another time.
It's not a good, it's not a good history.
It's not. But I take him there, and I ran into my old manager, and for reasons out of the stream, it was really, really weird. But we wound up eating Burger King for dinner.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that.
It's very unfortunate, yeah. But actual dinner came and I don't know. It was okay. They had like, because Burger King, that's not enough. That's not gonna be something worthwhile. We had fried calamari that actually really sucked, and it came from a place that's usually really good with fried calamari, so it was kind of unfortunate. That's just kind of it. Just kind of spent Christmas with my mom and my stepdad and the rest of their boomer friends.
Alright. Well, it sounds like it took an upturn.
I like
Yeah,
fast food.
Yeah, it turned out alright, I guess.
Your kitty smell like crust.
My New Year's started off pretty uniquely. I put that in the other chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, I have asthma. So and my stepdad has 2 dogs and 2 cats, so they have to be separated because he's afraid of what the dogs might do to the cats. My intent was to stay there for New Year's and sleep there. So I stayed there for New Year's, watched the ball drop and everything. But I couldn't get to sleep because I started wheezing, and no matter what position I put myself in, it was kind of hard to breathe. So I did that for an hour, and then I couldn't go to sleep for an hour. So I decided to get up at 1:23 a.m. and start walking home. It was really cold, and I was still wheezing when I was out there, but at least I wasn't breathing in like pet dander or anything like that. I got home close to 3 a.m. ish. Got a hold of an inhaler and then just kind of went to sleep a minute afterwards.
I'm kind of surprised it affected you like that. You live with quite a few cats.
Well, the thing is, the cats don't really cause too many problems for me. It's the dogs. And where the TV was, where we all watched it, the dogs were around and they were practically crawling all over us. So I guess I had enough exposure time to the dogs to really start showing symptoms to that degree. I don't know.
It's an unfortunate way to start the New Year, though. Hey, is Sweetie still with us, or did she leave?
She left.
Ah, darn, I was going to ask her about how her holiday season went. Heather, say something for me. Give me a tongue twister.
Let's see. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he?
Okay, do me a favor. Take your microphone and put it back in front of your face for me. Alright, now do it again.
It's very quiet right now. I just noticed.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear.
Okay, that's a bit better.
Little Pudgy, are you interfering with my microphone?
Am I quiet? I feel like I'm quiet.
Just a little bit. We can hear you, though. Or at least I can.
Well, let me turn on the stream chat. Audio.
All right. So what's the goal for the crocheting tonight? Not that we're gonna see any with freaking knife right here.
Yo, knife is the goal.
She is the goal. She is the ultimate life form. It's just beautiful perfection, all wrapped up in one little furry package. She is a majestic lion.
Honeycrap has a funny story. She says, until I turned 5, I was completely convinced that I was the older sister because my birthday is 8 days before my sister's. That's interesting.
I guess in
Yo,
kid
this-
logic that makes sense.
Yo, Brony, real talk, is that your favorite word? Because every time I post something, you're just like, interesting. I'm gonna pin that message next time.
Yeah, I saw that you were going to do that, and I was tempted to say interesting, but I decided not to because you were going to freaking pin it.
I was, and I still will.
Yep. Yeah, I do say that word a lot, don't I?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Knife, get out of the way. I want to watch the crocheting, stupid animal.
She's a beautiful creature, and you will admire her majesty. I'm gonna scratch her head because she deserved it because she's the best kitty in the world.
Have I ever said that knife has an awesome mane?
If you have, not enough.
I don't think you've ever vocalized that.
Oh, okay. Well, she does.
Alrighty then.
I'm trying to. I forgot if I asked what kind of cat she is. Is she like a Maine Coon? Because I know Maine Coons have that distinctive mane.
I actually don't know. I don't remember what her paperwork said, but I'm pretty sure she's not like a. No, I wouldn't know if she's a purebred anything. The only thing I know about her is a little bit of her backstory. She got let into the shelter because her previous owner died, and she was already spayed. And she's about 2 years old. And it's funny, Sweetie revealed to me that 2 weeks in the shelter, I'm like, I'm glad I swiped her up while I did, huh? And she's like, actually 2 weeks in the shelter is a very long time for cats, because cats come and go. And I'm like, really? So nobody wanted Knife because of her bad attitude. I'm the only one who was like, I love her.
Bigorna says, every time I say interesting, take a shot. You would all be dead.
Yep.
I'm out of alcohol. My can's empty.
But yeah.
And I should limit myself to 1 can a night.
Yeah, for some reason, Knife chose Heather.
Because she knows
Which
I
is-
will love her with all my heart forever and ever. And spoil her with whatever she could ever want.
Why do we speak differently to cats? Like, why
Why
do we
does Heather speak differently to cats? I don't do that.
Because she's my little baby. My little baby.
I do that. It's definitely not a Heather exclusive thing.
I don't do that. I don't do that for anything.
Look at her hair.
Bucking
I
five.
kind of want to watch some crochet, and there's just this cat.
I'm sorry.
What does Bucking 5 say?
Heather, could you have handled raising a kitten from birth?
From birth, like straight out of the kitty womb. I don't know. I don't.
Oh, gee.
I was straight out of the cat pussy. I don't know. I don't know what a baby cat needs. So I don't think like straight out of the womb. I don't know if I could take care of it. Not by myself, at least. I'd probably be on Sweetie's butt, like, Sweetie, what do I do with it? What do I feed it? How often do I feed it? How warm do I keep it? All that stuff. I'd probably be asking her a lot of questions. And it'd probably be a lot of work because kittens, like, straight coming out of being born, it's hard for them. I think they're like blind for the first couple of days or weeks. I don't know. I don't really know the life cycle of a cat, other than when they're meowing. Like they're born, they get bigger, then they get old, and then they die.
Owie, kitty, you scratch me.
I have had a few kittens in my life, but they're kittens that are already kind of self-sufficient. Like, you can tell that they're very young, but they already know how to, like, eat food and don't need milk anymore. I do want to have a kitten one day with Bronny.
Okay.
Do you think you'll be ready for that one day, Ronnie? We'll have a little kitten.
Yeah. And I think it would be good for Knife, too.
Oh, do you want a little baby sibling that's gonna be your baby? No, Kitty, I want to get more pizza. I want to get more pizza.
Shady Oak Ministries says she looks like a cross between a frilled lizard and Skyrim Daedra armor. I don't know why I find that funny.
Cause
I
you
don't even-
has wares if you have coin.
I don't even like Skyrim.
The Gordon
I like the
said
memes.
I'm trapped in my room for 6 hours because there's kids running around the house creating war crimes. And
Oh yeah,
war
I've had
crimes.
that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very aware.
Back into that, I'm guessing I had a slight connection issue.
But it's over.
Yeah. It's buffering on
It's
mine.
buffering for me.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as I can hear and talk to you. Because for a minute I was like, guys, can you hear me? Oh shit!
Knife, get out of the stream. You're interfering.
Knife, stay in the stream. You're not interfering. You are enhancing the stream.
No, she's not. She's blocking the Wi-Fi signal.
Knife, you are the stream. Get us all them viewers to give us money for Taco Bell.
Yeah, nobody's donated to Taco Bell yet.
If I go on my PayPal account, guys, I better see $5 in there.
Heather, I gave you money for Christmas. Did you spend it on Taco Bell?
No, I spent it on getting presents for everyone else.
Oh, okay. Then I was worried that you would actually go out and buy a ton of kazoos.
Oh god, I was thinking about it. I wanted that kazoo that no one ever got me that looks like a trombone.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
It looks
gosh.
like a trombone and it has an actual slide, but it's just a kazoo. I don't know. I was gonna get it for her, and then I looked at all the reviews, and everybody was like, "This thing came broken. This thing broke the first time I tried to play it." You know, and it
Was it on Wish?
literally everybody was saying that, and I'm like, I can't, in good conscience, get this for her. It's not.
Was it from what is that? What's that website? Wish or something?
No, you can go on Amazon and find them. They're like $14.
That's way more than I would spend on a kazoo.
I'll spend it on a kazoo one day.
Kazoo should be like 75 cents.
Yeah, especially a kazoo that doesn't work.
I purely want it for the novelty. I want to play Megalovania on it.
You can't do it though because it doesn't work. Bucket5 wants to know if Knife stays inside or if we let her go out.
No, she is a strictly indoor cat.
I figured she was indoor. And you're in Arizona, so it's
Yeah,
probably
she would
it's
die
probably
out there.
decently. It's probably decently treacherous to let cats out during
Yeah,
the day.
for one,
Let-
there's the heat. She's a black cat, so the sun's already on her, and she has a long coat. So no, that's a bad idea to let her out. And second, there's coyotes around here.
I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure you guys still have coyotes there.
Yeah, we absolutely do. And I would not, in good conscience, let her out. We also live in not a good neighborhood, and with tons of kids running around who, like, I feel like if they saw a cat, like, would try to take it home, or, you know, some bad kids would have done bad things to cats that I don't like to think about. Especially since she's a Halloween cat. And people think they're evil, but she's not. She's just a baby.
Brandon, can you do me a favor and read Bigorna's latest comment?
Oh. Kazoo is the instrument of the future.
Thank you. I did not want to taint my lips with that.
Oh, you could just
So you're gonna throw my lips under the bus? What's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
that's exactly what I'm doing. Thank you for taking that hit for me.
Well, I
You're
can't
a
take
true
that back
friend.
now. Oh man.
Yeah, and it's on a platform now. It's on record that you said that.
What? No, I didn't mean it. I was doing my job. I don't mean it.
You know what? Tons of Nazi soldiers said that when World War II was over.
Yeah, that achievement didn't work at the Nuremberg trials. It's not going to work here.
Yo, there's a name to what is that? Poe's law, Godwin's law? Is that in an internet discussion, Hitler or the Nazis are going to be mentioned? I think he just enacted one of those laws.
Yep, that's exactly what just happened.
Yep, there you go.
Bigorna says it's recorded. The monkey paw will now do its work.
What?
I have no idea what he's getting at.
The monkey paw, you granted the wish.
Bucket
Kazoos
5
will
wants
be
to
in the
know if you
future.
want an ocarina.
Which one of us?
Any one of us. I'm the only one that doesn't have an ocarina.
Yeah, I think Heather
still
has one. I have one.
Sometimes I just wear it at work with like my outfits, like because it's like one of my necklaces. That's the only necklace I have that's like brown, and it'll go with that. And some people have pointed that out. Like one of the guys, like when I first started working at this dealership, I was playing Pokemon Go on my phone at one point, and one of the salesmen just comes up and like displays his Pokemon Go code, and he's just like, "Add me," and I'm like, "Okay," and I did. And he's the same guy.
All
like,
right.
The same guy, when I'm like at the front desk wearing my ocarina, he walks up, turns his head, and he goes like, "Are you wearing an ocarina right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Play it." And I play like the first chord of Happy Birthday, and he's just like, "Oh!" And every time he sees me wear it now, he goes like, "Oh, you're wearing that ocarina again."
What is the most complicated song you know how to play on the ocarina?
Happy Birthday. It's the only song I know how to play without looking at sheet music. Because if I look at the sheet music, I can play fucking anything. But when I can't look at it, that's all I can play.
Yeah, because the sheet music, at least in the book that I have, has the finger position.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I need to know. Like, I've tried trying to memorize the actual Zelda songs, but I always have to get it like an adjusted version because I have a 4-hole ocarina, and what is that? The usual one is like 6 or 8 holes.
I have the standard one. Hold on, let me take it out and count it. Hold on.
The only good
1,
ocarina
2, 3,
song is Lugia's song from Pokemon the movie 2000.
Dude, I gotta learn that one too. Actually, that'd be cool.
By the way, it's 12 holes. Mine has 12.
12. Yeah. That is 3 times the holes that I have.
I don't think. Okay.
Let's see here. Buckin wants to know if I've ever handled a claymore sword. No, I have not. Shady Oak asks, what about a claymore Roomba? No, I have not done that either.
Would you want to handle any of those things?
The claymore sword, maybe. The claymore Roomba, no thank you. That sucker's liable to explode.
I don't really know what a Roomba is, honestly.
It's one of those vacuum cleaners, isn't it? That's like a robot.
Yeah, it's a robotic autonomous vacuum cleaner.
You know what? If anyone asked me, Heather, what do you want for a home warming gift? I'd probably be like, get me a Roomba. Like, if I already have everything I need, I'll be like, I don't know, get me a Roomba. Get me something retarded. I don't want a vacuum.
Bucket5 asks, you, Bronny, if you've ever done any axe throwing.
I have.
We have
I'm
an
not
axe
very
and we
good
can
at it.
throw it.
That's comforting.
I'm the type of guy that'll throw an axe and misjudge the spin and, hit the target with the handle, but because of how hard I threw it, the handle will stick into the target.
Awesome. You know what? Mission still accomplished.
That's a horrific image I'm getting in my head now.
Now, you see, I've actually done that with knives before, throwing knives. I'm not good at throwing things. So here I am trying to throw knives and just doing a really bad job of it. My friends are picking on me. I get mad and I throw this knife really hard and it sticks like right just above the bullseye, and I'm like, ha! And then I go and I examine it, and it's the handle stuck into the target.
Well, like,
With the-
you make it work.
Well, now it's now your friends are kind of stuck in this weird this weird dilemma of he's deadly accurate, just not with the right part. But should we make fun of him or?
He could still kill us, but it'll be really retarded the way he does it.
Yeah, my accuracy was not bad. I just couldn't get anything to stick.
Pretty sure perfecting the spin is some kind of weird art in itself.
It's like you got to know how far away you are from it, because depending on your distance, you either got to hold it by the blade or hold it by the handle. And I couldn't figure it out.
I hope it's not some kind of weird like mathematical thing, because that would put me off from axe throwing.
No, I feel like it's a learned instinct thing.
It's sort of like that with archery. Like depending on how far away you are, you got to know whether to aim to the left or to the right of your target, and you got to understand how far it's going to drop over time compared to the poundage of your drawstring. So you got that going on. Heather, you should have been there. You should have been there the day before I left New York. Brian, my younger brother, and I went shooting again, the arrows, and we were both just nailing them because we remembered, we finally remembered how to actually do it and shook the rust off, and we were just sticking shots with really good grouping.
I swear, when you and me get a house together, we're gonna have like just weapons everywhere.
Yeah, I took all my swords down. I finally took the rest of my swords down from New York, and I'm like putting them away now, and I don't have enough space. I don't have enough space at the house I live at right now. I gotta get out of here. Guys, we don't know. Well, Sweetie left. She's.
I think one of her friends called her, and she's just like, "I'm gonna go." And I'm like, "All right, cool." I can hear her in the other room.
Yeah.
She's talking to somebody. She's busy.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. And Shady Oak's reminding us that we gotta get married before we can live together.
Hey, I think being engaged and then moving in together would be fine.
Yeah. Clayton says, what is it with Brawny and owning weapons? What is it with you and not owning weapons?
Weapons are cool. Oh, I need more water. I'll be right back.
Hydrate. Gotta hydrate.
Gotta hydrate, guys.
Gotta lubricate that throat, Heather.
For what, Bronny?
For hydration.
Sure.
For preserving your voice.
Sure.
That beautiful, angelic, heavenly voice you have. Yes, that one. The one that definitely doesn't sound like a basic valley girl trying to be ghetto.
Oh my god, you shut your mouth.
Yeah, that one.
You're being ridiculous.
Heather, Buck&5 wants to know if you did your stretches.
Yes, I'm gonna do them again right now. I'm getting water because I'm thirsty.
Multitask, dude. While you get water.
But I'm getting the ice out of the tray.
Ew. You want to know a weird thing with me? I don't like ice in my drinks. I don't know why. I just don't.
People don't like ice in their drinks. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to know like exactly where it came from, and I might have like an idea. Hold on. My little brother just he stubbed his toe. Give me a second.
I can hear him screaming in the background. That's hilarious.
Freaking, you know what's good is not getting ice in your drinks at a fast food place, like when you're in the drive-thru, because then you get more soda for your money. But when you're like sitting there and eating, get ice anyway if you want to, because you can have as much soda as you want for your refills.
I fill up my cups with ice. I need a lot of ice.
And then he chews on it. And I tell him not to do that. That's bad for your teeth.
You seem to have forgotten from the beginning of the stream where I explained how I exist on a higher level.
That's stupid.
No, it is not. It is.
It makes your teeth more sensitive and can get them more prone to having cracks.
The only thing that's sensitive here are my feelings.
My mom loved chewing ice. Then one day her teeth were so fragile she bit into a slice of pizza and her tooth chipped.
Oh man. Well, that's got to be a lot of other stuff too. Like
Yeah.
I take good care of my teeth.
She can't stand that kind of like facial abnormality, so she got it fixed right away. But like, I don't know. I just think you should be careful with your teeth. So I'm not gonna lie, Bronny, I don't find chipped teeth very appealing.
Yeah. So let's see here. Clayton wants to know if I've seen Mau Mau. Yes, we watched it together.
Oh, yeah, we love Mau Mau.
And we tried to show Mau Mau to my friend and my younger brother up in New York, and they didn't like it.
Well, they seemed like they liked it at the time. I mean, they're being a little prejudiced with it.
We had to convince the both of them that it was going to be enjoyable, despite the fact that it was a cartoon.
Ugh, I hate that we have to do that.
Yep. But then they, and my younger brother couldn't handle how much yelling there is.
That's funny though.
It's just everybody screaming at each other constantly, and I can't fault him for that. That's for sure. It is a very high intensity, high energy show, but that's why I love it. And we showed him the most recent episode where Boss Ostrich was like, "Can I commission you for some artistic pieces?" And she goes, "How are you gonna pay me?" And he goes, "With exposure." My younger brother is a musician and he knows all about that. And that was the part that made him laugh.
Dude, that clip made the whole internet laugh.
Yeah, it did, because it's so freaking true. Battleship Agincourt says, "I've mostly stopped drinking soda. My teeth are terrible enough as it is."
I gotta get my other wisdom teeth removed. I only had one removed.
That's very wise of you.
It just costs so much money to do it.
Yep.
You gotta pay them a couple $100 and like a specialist has to come in and just scrape the tooth out. And I'm just like, are you serious? Just numb me up and pull it out. Do we need a specialist for that?
Oh, gosh, I don't know, Heather. Probably not.
Do you call a dentist a doctor?
American dentistry, American healthcare treats dentistry very weird. Like it's not. They treat it like a luxury when it's, probably your first line of defense in most health issues.
Yeah. I remember my dentist, though, back in California. She really seemed to care, and my mom kind of knew her at more of a personal level because she would know stuff that was going on in our lives. Like, I never really had a conversation with her, but we went to her for years, so she kind of knew us.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard, like, I think it was either from my mom or somebody that, like, the dentist was like, oh, I heard your daughter Heather moved out, and she's like, my mom's like, yeah, I really miss her, and she gave her a hug and everything. I'm like, oh man, like, my mom had a heart-to-heart with the dentist about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't mess with teeth stuff at all. I'm super paranoid about that kind of thing.
Dude, our freaking candy intake does not agree with that.
Well, it's not just about the candy. You can, you can do that. You just got to make sure you brush your teeth twice a day. Brush, floss, mouthwash, brush again, the whole 9 yards. You've seen what I do.
Yep.
I don't do that, if I'm being honest.
And of course, I say all this
Okay,
as I pop a Reese's peanut butter cup into my mouth, but whatever.
I'm back. He's okay. I didn't need to rush him to the hospital. He just wanted to talk to me about stuff. It was funny as hell, though. What did I miss?
Not much. We were talking about the dentist.
I'm trying to see where we left off. Are we all caught up, actually?
Yeah, we're all caught up. I got one question for you, Brandon.
If it's a pun.
I really wish it was just because of the way you reacted. But
You
it's
know
not.
how I am with puns.
But it's not. I just have one question. Why weren't you at elf practice?
I was studying polyrhythms and odd time signatures.
Also, I'm not a fucking elf.
Swear jar, Heather. That's number 4.
I should have $4 by now.
You should. But nobody's donated.
At least as far as I know, I haven't actually checked my PayPal.
There will be no tacos tonight.
Guys, why?
Oh, let's see here.
Be like, they're probably like, girl, if I have money to go to Taco Bell, I'd go to Taco Bell. I ain't gonna waste it on you.
So wait, what about the dentist were you talking about?
I don't know what got us on the topic of the dentist. I actually don't remember.
Well, you started talking about your wisdom teeth.
Oh no, you know what it was? I was talking about how you like to chew on ice, and I was lecturing you on why that's bad because it makes your teeth more sensitive and more prone to cracking, because my mom did that a lot. And one day she tried to bite into a slice of pizza, she bit into it, and she chipped her tooth. And I'm like, whoa.
Yo, that reminds me. I was talking about ice earlier too, and why I don't like it in my drinks.
Yeah, that's what. So it devolved from that.
Yep. We're just turning back the timetable here.
Oh, guys,
By the
we're
way,
actually
Heather,
on the last 4 minutes of the stream.
I was just about to say that.
Last 4 minutes of the stream, guys. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, say them now. Forever hold your silence until the next stream on Honeydrop's birthday. It was Honeydrop, right?
I think now's the perfect time to start talking about the presidential elections we're going to have this year.
Oh shit, I forgot about those. Oh, who's running for president this time?
I'm going to be running against Donald Trump.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Now that's an even harder choice.
Yep. You can go with the guy that you already know is good, or you can go with the guy that's going to be just like him with less experience. Which one do you want?
And less hair.
You know, Heather, I have no idea what that has to do with anything. Why do you got to do that to me?
Because if you drag me into the political life, I'm not gonna be like the typical, that's why I don't want first lady shit. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, Brian.
So there's Clayton actually has a good point. He's asking if we could refrain from political talk. There's actually a song and it's called "Let's Not Talk About Politics at the Christmas Table." Let's not talk about politics at the Christmas table. Let's not talk about politics at the Christmas table. Let's
Like,
not
I
talk
don't know
about
what I don't
politics.
know what it is with you guys and your families, but like that's all we do where I'm from. That's what we did. That's what we talk about at the anything table.
I don't remember us talking about politics.
You didn't really get the whole family experience, Heather. You happen to be there on days where it was very calm, and it was actually uncharacteristically calm this year. But like if all of our family friends had shown up, then yeah, you would have heard all about it.
Oh, great. I'm glad it ended up the way it was. Really, you should ease me into that kind of thing. If I had been, like, exposed to that all at once the first time around, I might not have been as tempted to interact. I probably would have been like, you know what, I'm going to go take a break and be up in your sister's room for a bit.
Yep. But I am looking forward to running for president.
Please get us impeached. I don't want to live in the White House.
Let's see here. Battleship Agincourt says the stream is down. I'm not
Not
seeing
for
that
me.
part yet.
Well, we only have a minute left of this crap.
Yep.
Might as well just end it all.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Let's go home.
I am home.
So, I mean, actually, the stream chat hasn't updated me with me for a bit.
Clayton just says, let's talk about dogs or go to sleep.
Should have a stream where you just sleep. Like, how many people would watch that?
Just watch me sleep.
Probably the same 8 that are watching right now.
Then they're gonna be like, okay, nice joke. Where's the crochet? Where's the chaos?
And no, it's me sleeping, but like outside the window is a whole bunch of dumb shit. It's like my bedroom door is locked and Sweetie and like somehow Bronny show up and are trying to wake me up, being like, Heather, you're screaming right now, get up! And they don't wake up. The stream is Heather, wake up. Alright guys, that's 2 hours, that's the end of the stream. Thank you everyone for showing up. Here's the progress we've made. We've gotten the head right here. And we're starting on the shirt area. We're gonna make him rather plump because he's an elephant. Then I think I'll probably go into making his arms and legs, then his ears, and then his trunk, and then a little hat. So I'll update you guys on that. But here is it again, Ariel the mermaid from our last stream. She's all finished. She's good to go, but a little low on the on the bra there. But that's fine. That's fine. I think it's cute. We made good progress this time. So, I had fun. Thank you, Bronny and Brandon, for moderating. I had a good time, and I want to say a thank you to Sweetie, even though she's not here, for showing up and making me a pizza. And thank you, all of you, for showing up. I'm Heather Blossom, and I'll see you all in the next one.